Hey guys, welcome to your Daily Smash for Thursday, August 13th. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
Boy, did we get a lot of messages about the Valvoline incident. Hundreds and hundreds of comments. And the vast majority say that Kelly was not at fault. Now, I know some of you said she was or is, and we have a couple of those comments here that I'm going to share with you. I feel like some of those who said you're at fault were haters who just will find fault with anything you do.
Just when I said, can anything else happen wrong with me?
Yeah.
I was joking. I was kidding around.
Okay, but you have been through a lot.
I have, but I was also kidding, and I am grateful for everything and every day. And I pray to God every day when I go to bed and at night. And I'm so grateful that I have my health, and I have my husband, and I have my beautiful, healthy daughter. And I have great, gorgeous homes, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for a lot.
Yes.
And
as am I, by the way.
When you say that, oh my God, be grateful, it's like, you sound negative. Like, you're the negative Nancy here, not me. I was just kidding.
Well, I want to share some of these comments. The first from Morella 8733. The fan was in the way. The employee should have warned her. Not Kelly's fault.
Thank you, but Mirella is always so nice to me.
Page N5717. I hate to say it, but yes, I think the driver is responsible, no matter what anyone else says. I've had people flag me ahead and almost got me killed. Sorry this happened to you.
The driver is not always responsible.
That's what I wrote back to her.
The driver is not always responsible.
If someone crosses the center line and smashes into you, and you're driving your vehicle, are you responsible? Of course not. If there was a sinkhole that opened up in front of you and you drive into it, are you responsible for falling into a sinkhole that wasn't there a second ago? No. And if there's an obstacle in your way that you can't see that they placed there in your driving lane and it's out of your view, you can't see it, and they have a guy guiding you out, well, that's on them. They should have had someone on both sides of the truck or not had anything in the way that you could hit. Carol Morrison.
But thank you for saying.
I'd be pissed. It's not your fault. Carol Hamilton, I believe that there should have been an employee on the side of the fan to make sure Kelly cleared the fan. Since there wasn't someone on the side, rather than the other side of the fault is on the oil change employee, in my opinion. Yeah, he should have been in front of the truck seeing both sides, not just on one side.
Exactly.
Gerard Guido wrote, Kelly girl, what are you doing driving that big-ass truck?
Trust me, I don't like it. But...
Well, you like it when I drive.
I like it when you drive, but I don't like driving. What are you doing driving that big-ass truck? Right. You're correct. However, I drove it because I was getting ready for our trip because we drove to San Francisco.
We did. And it's a great road trip vehicle.
I needed to get the oil changed before we went on the trip. And so Rick was busy, so I had to do it.
And then he wrote, P.S. it's only a scratch. That's not true. There's actually a small dent.
Well, we should show them.
There's a dent. I think I have a picture of it. It's not a significant dent, but it's significant enough that it has to be repaired before we turn that vehicle in. Mary Ponce de Leon. That fan was like a sore eye right in the way. To me, it looked like a hazard. They should have told you to watch out for the fan. I feel you guys have a good case.
Do you realize that fan is still there? We went over there today. After I ran over it, they still put it in the same place.
Yeah. Crystal Swarty, there's no way Kelly could get out of there. Why did they have a fan there anyways? And Fred Hodgson said, I drive an Infiniti SUV and I get near an obstacle, my warning system beeps. That being said, I feel it's not her fault. Lisa Hines.
Yeah, well, you have a nicer car. This is a big-ass truck.
Lisa said, I have this same truck and there is no way she could clear that fan. This truck is very long.
It is.
Alita 4144, that fan was in the way. How can they really say it's your fault? You can pull straight out. You had to cut it. No surprise there. Jiffy Lube, Valvoline never takes responsibility for this crap. Jill Espinoza, I agree with Rick. Do not put the fan in the way of a car getting out. Kathy Swain, they are in the wrong, but will never admit it. Good luck. Susan said the fan should have been removed from the exit, period. Not the customer's fault. And Marcy Mack, hey Marcy, said, we have the same Laramie truck. It is big to maneuver. But what I want to know is why in the world do they have that fan outside? They are blowing around the outside air. It makes no sense. That fan should not be there, especially when you have to turn because you have a big concrete wall in front of you. They let you go. It's their fault. I could see myself hitting it too if I was driving our truck. It has no sensors and cameras like our SUV does, and it would be impossible to see from the Ram driver's side. Go get them, guys.
Well, we have cameras, but we don't have those sensors on that.
We don't.
We don't.
Christina Ramirez said if Kelly knew that the fan was there, then maybe she wouldn't have hit it. But looks like she didn't know. That person guiding her should have given her a heads up about the fan on the other side. Bottom line, it's not Kelly's fault. Lori agreed that fan shouldn't have been there. RLGB, first off, we have almost the exact truck. They are hard to maneuver in small places.
Totally.
And the fan shouldn't have been there anyway. Unfortunately, they will say it's the driver's fault, but I think the fan is in an awful place. I would have hit the fan if I was in my truck.
I know. Thank you.
2 more. Mary McDonald. Hey, Mary. Their responsibility. Never once did they warn you of the fan. They directed you and indicated you were in the clear by telling you to have a nice day.
Exactly.
I drove my husband's long bed Dodge Ram when we first married in 07, and those trucks are beasts. That's what I call it. It's the beast.
It is.
And finally,
I want Rick to get a Ford Raptor next. I love those.
those are beasts too.
But they're short beds.
Well, we're going to get, if we get whatever truck we get, we'll get a short bed.
Okay.
But we have made
I don't know why you like Ram so much. I love Fords.
I love that Ram. And I don't like the way the Raptors sound. They sound like a lawnmower. But
love
the
it.
Ram is like... The Raptor to me sounds canned. Lojuana Lentz. Commercial... Luana?
Is it Luana?
Hey, Luana. Commercial insurance agent here. It is the responsibility of the owner or tenant of the property to make sure all driveways and walkways and pathways are clear of any type of obstacles or obstructions that may cause damage or bodily injury to someone. This object is obstructing the driveway. Valvoline should be responsible. The fan should have been out of the pathway of the drive. Bam! In your face!
A commercial real estate agent.
Insurance agent. Commercial
Yes.
insurance agent. That sums it up.
There you go.
That's exactly my point.
Thank you.
We'll see what happens. I think we're going to hear from them on this day. I hope we do.
No, because it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, on this day meaning Thursday, because this is going to air on Thursday. And
okay.
in
Do you
all
think they've
honesty,
gotten wind that we publicly went out on them?
I don't know. I mean, there are many thousands of views of this show, and you posted something. We posted teases online on your Instagram and mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I would suspect they might know. I'd say 50-50. When we were in San Francisco, your friend Lena, I think it was.
No, Nona.
Nona told you about the drones? I thought it was Lena who told you about the drones.
Well, we were at Nona's house. Someone told us about the drones.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Lena who said it's much safer here now because the cops have drones and they use drones. And I was skeptical. I'll be honest. Like drones, what are they doing with drones?
No, because Rick said, our car is outside. Are they going to break into it? What's going on? You know, San Francisco, for a long time, we had those democratic policies in place where they wanted to defund the police. They wanted crime, homelessness.
You could shoplift up to $900 in value.
You could steal.
No penalties.
No penalties. I mean, they had these backward-ass democratic policies. Mm-hmm. And what happens with those democratic policies? Like you see in every other democratic city, it's a shit show. And it's a dump. And what happens is tourism goes down, businesses aren't going to thrive, and lo and behold, you have a ghost town. So that's what happens when people are like, oh, what happens? It's because you want high crime, you want homelessness. And by the way, that whole homelessness stuff that's there, that's money being funneled somewhere. Yeah. It's some kind of money
laundering. Okay, we're going off track. So
anyways,
she
said there's a new mayor, a new mayor in town. And the mayor leans more right and pro-business and the things that you need to do to thrive.
Law and order.
Yeah, need to do to thrive as a society.
Yeah.
And she says, no, we got a new mayor. He's all about law and order. And if people steal, they have drones coming out here and they'll follow you. And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, yeah, it's not like it used to be. They're cleaning up the city.
So then you found this on
She
Instagram?
she sent it to
you?
me. Yeah.
What's this?
On July 29th, 2026, officers in SFPD's Real-Time Investigation Center observed a suspect vehicle used in multiple auto and residential burglaries entering San Francisco from the East Bay. RTIC dispatched a drone as first responder and alerted citywide plainclothes officers who responded to the area and located the suspect vehicle, a maroon Kia SUV. The drone operator and plainclothes officers conducted a coordinated surveillance of the vehicle as it drove through the city. At one point, the driver stopped and changed license plates. Plainclothes officers continued to follow the vehicle as it appeared to be casing buildings under construction in the Northern District. The driver pulled over in the area of Green and Divisadero streets, where two occupants exited the vehicle and put on high-visibility construction vests. The two suspects then burglarized a home that was under construction. A third suspect waited in the vehicle. As the two suspects exited the building, several officers moved in and quickly placed them under arrest.
Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
The third suspect drove off, colliding with an SFPD vehicle. The drone continued to follow the vehicle as it fled into the Central District. The driver parked the car near Aquatic Park and attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly apprehended. All three suspects had outstanding felony warrants for their arrest. They were booked on numerous charges, including burglary, conspiracy, possession of burglary tools, resisting arrest, vehicle registration fraud, evading, and miscellaneous drug charges.
Whoa. That's
how you do it.
impressive. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
I mean,
That's how you do it.
that's a great use of drone technology right there.
That's the thing. That Mondami, your stuff was so good today
Thank you.
on
Newsmax
on
2?
Newsmax 2.
Uh-huh.
Just tell them about your Mondami.
Well,
It was so because I always you know how I always say the radical left are a bunch of hypocrites.
and I've made no secret of the fact that I am not a fan of the mayor of New York City, based in large part.
And the wife is anti-Semitic.
She's awful. Okay, she is, and
So is he, by the way.
he's a phony. Okay, he's a poser, and all you have to do is look back at his social media history and what he said back in the past. That's who he really is. He changed his tune when he decided to go into politics and try and win office, which he somehow did, thanks to his charming personality and big smile. But behind that hides a very dangerous agenda. And he was one of those people back in 2020 who was calling for the NYPD to be defunded and abolished. He didn't want any police in the city. And guess what? Now that he's mayor, he has 24/7 police protection, a big detail.
But wait,
Protection, and so does his wife. She has her own detail. What?
why can't the police say no? We're not. You want us to all not have jobs?
Well,
Why can't the police just come up together and say
wouldn't that
no?
be something?
No, we're not going to. You want all of us to
Because
not have a job.
They have to put their personal feelings aside if they want to keep working. They work. The
Well,
mayor's actually.
the mayor doesn't want them to have a job.
But he changed his tune. He said, I no longer want to defund the police. That was then, this is now. He changed his tune. Again, I think he's a liar. But for purposes of being mayor, he has to have a police department. And he is the boss. He gets to pick the police commissioner.
I mean, not to bring up somebody who's related to you, but she didn't want to. She wanted to defund the police too. What is that? What makes these libs want to defund the police? I mean, they're radical, obviously.
It was especially upsetting for me because I am a huge supporter of law enforcement. And I thought I was instilling that.
If she gets her house broken into, or she gets raped, who's she going to call? Ghostbusters?
Obviously, you have to call the police. I just saw an interview somebody did with another socialist candidate who wanted to abolish the police. And the guy asked her the same question. He goes, what if my daughter gets raped? What do I do? Who do I call? And she said, well, we just think it would be better to put money into other things. And she was like, wouldn't answer the question. Because you can't answer that question because there is no reasonable answer to the question. Of course you need police. You need as many police as possible as long as you have people committing crimes. Otherwise, they're just going to commit more crimes and everyone becomes a victim eventually. It's absolutely insane. But so the mayor has 24/7 police protection. His wife has her own police detail. She has a trip planned, personal trip to Syria and Lebanon next month, and requested her police detail go with her to protect her while she's on vacation overseas. Syria and Lebanon are both level 4 alert countries where the advice is do not go there for any American. Level 4 is the highest level.
Are they a bunch of terrorists?
The highest danger level. Yeah, for people who hate Americans, who are most likely to attack Americans, and where you are least likely to get help from local government if you're in trouble. The most dangerous places to go, Syria, Lebanon, are two of them. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to go, and I want my cops to come with me. And
What a bunch of hypocrites. They're all hypocrites. Why?
And the police department, well, first of all, the mayor's spokesperson confirmed that her detail was going to accompany her on this trip. And then the NYPD put out a statement and said, no, we're not, because we only go to level 4 countries in the event of an investigative incident. Like if they have to go there and undercover and investigate something, because they do. They have a whole international department. They'll go overseas. Mm-hmm. And if there are suspects who have overseas ties, but they're not going to go for a private trip by the mayor's wife. And they said so. We're not going. So the mayor had to backtrack and go, it was a miscommunication between staff and blah, blah, blah. But what a joke. And I just called them out for being hypocrites. On the Leventhal Report, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern. We're live, streaming live on Newsmax 2. So you wanted to talk about Stephen Klubeck and the Penthouse Pet?
Well, just because I know this guy, and I want to know what makes this girl had a billionaire in her hand. Mm-hmm. A billionaire. If she's all about money and being a sugar mama,
not a sugar baby, mama, having a sugar daddy.
Having a sugar daddy, whatever they are.
Sugar baby?
Whatever she is. I don't know. What do you call those people? I don't know. But her whole goal is to be with somebody very wealthy, right?
Right.
She steals from people. Mm-hmm. She wants the life. She wants the money. He was going to marry her. What makes somebody like that, was she in love with her husband? I don't know. Can you read the story?
Well,
I want to know what makes people do
She
things.
got busted for stealing from a bunch of men, older men, allegedly. And Klubeck came to her defense right away, hired her lawyers. And he then got arrested for interfering in the investigation because he contacted at least one of the guys accusing her of theft and I guess tried to talk him out of, talk him into dropping the charges. And it turns out that she has now turned, this former Penthouse Pet, Adva Levy, has turned on Klubeck, her billionaire sugar daddy ex. The stunning revelation surfaced Monday during testimony about a slew of gooey phone calls that Adva Levy made from jail to her ex-husband, who's a porn star named Eden Ives. She was married to the guy until March of this year, when she was apparently still dating or started dating Klubeck.
So she's 28 years old and Klubeck's 64?
Yes.
That is so gross. Isn't that disgusting? What a dirty, I'm sorry, I like him as a person, but what a dirty old man.
Whoa.
You're with a 28-year-old and you're 64?
Well, that's disgusting. Not unusual in this world. Rich old men with young women.
I find it gross.
And the cozy...
That's why they're just using him.
Yes, obviously they were. And she was...
there's no way, okay, if I was 28 years old,
yeah,
I would be attracted to a 68-year-old. There's just be no way.
Well, on the other hand, if you had married a billionaire at 28, he'd be long gone and you and I would be billionaires.
That's actually not a bad idea. My friend did that. She married you know who I'm talking about. Uh-huh. And he ended up passing away. She was 40 years younger than him. They had a baby together, and he ended up leaving, and they ended up getting divorced, right? But he left everything to the daughter. And so the daughter has a trust, but the mom can tap into the trust, I guess. I don't know, but it is, she got all the money. She had an anchor baby.
Right. Well, in this
But
case,
she's still taking care
I'm
of.
not going to read the whole article, but
Okay.
but she was on the phone in jail. She went to jail.
You have to show these pictures.
Awaiting trial. And while she was in jail, she was making multiple phone calls to her ex-husband. And they were exchanging I love yous and all this stuff, multiple I love yous, pet names, and talking about Klubeck. And he told her to use the fuck out. Oh, no, she told him to use the fuck out of his credit card because she still had one of his credit cards, and I guess it was in her possession or her mom's possession, not her possession, her mom's possession, because she was in jail. So they were telling each other, use the credit card as much as you can before he finds out. And after the New York Post article came out, he thanked the New York Post, said, thanks a lot, thanks to you, I canceled that credit card. He didn't even realize she still had it.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with him?
So the calls revealed Klubeck and Levy were not on speaking terms and that he wasn't paying for her defense any longer. Here's the quote. Thank you to the district attorney and the California New York Post. I have canceled my credit card. He's facing witness tampering and other felony charges. And during those phone calls, she revealed that she would testify against him for his case, even though he was trying to protect her.
So she's still in jail right now?
She is in jail.
Oh my gosh, she's a little thief. Why don't they just put her back to Israel where she belongs?
She said that, Levy said that they had an abusive relationship, but that he slapped her and mocked her. Levy, the Penthouse Pet, said that her ex-husband, it was abusive. He slapped her and mocked her, yet she's calling him 10 times. She has a loving relationship with him, not an estranged one, a prosecutor said. She's facing 11 years behind bars if convicted, and they're no longer getting married, her and Klubeck.
Well, I couldn't believe that he was wanting to marry that girl anyway. He did something similar like that to some, what is it?
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans chick.
Like that? Mm-hmm. In the news now.
In the news.
The Los Angeles Lakers have new ownership for the second time in 14 months. Mark Walters sold his majority stake in the iconic NBA franchise to businessmen Bob Iger and Josh Kushner for a staggering $12.5 billion.
Josh Kushner, the one that's married, that's with Kim Kardashian's partner?
No. Jared Kushner is married to Donald Trump's daughter.
Right.
This is Jared's brother, Josh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How do they have so much money? The
Their
Kushners?
dad has a lot of money.
Takes money to make money.
Yeah. So this is a record for a sports franchise. $12.5 billion.
How could you even make that?
Well, the franchise has value, is now valued at that amount. So if and when he decides to sell it, he's going to get at least that much. And every year, they're making money on NBA TV rights, ticket sales, merchandise sales, all that.
Oh, wow.
Bob Iger was the other businessman who bought the team. He ran Disney for a whole long time. Iger's net worth is $600 million. But Mark Walter just bought it less than a year and a half ago for $10 billion, sells it for $12.5 billion 14 months later, $2.5 billion in a year.
Yeah, but he's going to have to give $1 billion of that to taxes.
Yeah, well, he just made $1 billion.
He just made $1 billion, but I'm saying he has to give $1 billion to taxes.
So you want to know how it happened?
Okay, and the taxes, where are the taxes going to go?
I don't know, but you want to know how it happened?
Yes, how did it happen?
Iger and Kushner were trying to buy ownership stake in the NBA's potential expansion franchise in Las Vegas. And that fell through. But then it came to their attention that Walter might be interested in selling his stake in the Lakers that he purchased over a year ago. And they jumped at the opportunity and they came to an agreement within 3 days.
Wow.
Can you imagine a deal that big in that short a time? Anyway.
Can you imagine how much interest they must make in a day being a billionaire?
Oh.
Well, we're
gonna know after the drawing. Next time you see us, we'll be billionaires.
Yeah.
Well, actually, after taxes, we'll have like $200 million, which I think is enough to sustain us for the rest of our lives.
Not if you dump me and get with somebody like that, Levy.
I would never. Are you kidding me? I want to be with you for every last living day on this earth.
You're sweet. Thank you. I
Yeah.
just ate chips, so don't get too. We're really close today.
Oh, we are? Close to the camera? Mm-hmm. Hey, guys.
Hi.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.